All right, hello Facebook. Guess what? It's Sunday. It's 1 o'clock. That means what? Save Your Health Sunday. And notice I'm in a new area, so no, I'll be back out in the gym later. And I thought about actually doing this from a kitchen scene, but I just don't have time to do it today at 1 o'clock. So I got clients coming in, all that stuff, But the reason why I thought about doing it from a kitchen area is, well, we're going to talk about diet and detox disasters. That's right, diet and detox disasters, because I can guarantee you two things right now. Okay, two things that are going to happen today. One, I'm going to talk about something you're probably doing right now, and two, you're going to hate me after I talk about what you're doing right now. Why? Because you're probably in the midst of a disaster or creating a disaster for yourself. Because of what somebody else told you to do, and oh, this was great and it was awesome, or you saw some 3 a.m. thing, or you saw something on Facebook, some kind of ad flashing at you. You can lose 20 pounds in 10 days, all that stuff. Okay, so and if you haven't read any of my stuff before or listened to me before, well, get fit quick. Okay, the get fit quick schemes are just like get rich quick schemes. They're going to get you broke really quick. Really, in fact, they're not just going to get you broke. They're going to get you broken. They're going to get you sick. They're going to actually devastate your health many times, okay? So get ready, because you're probably, well, not even probably, you're not going to like me for the next 20 minutes or so, okay? You're really just not. You're not going to like me at all. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so a couple of things here. Of course, I am Clint, the health engineer. I've been doing this for 25 years, okay? See, gray hair. So 25 years I've been doing this. Been doing a lot of dietary stuff. If you don't know, I used to help run a nutritional supplement company. I did product formulation. I've got 13 products to my credit, okay, that I've personally formulated. So if you ever come to me to ask me about a product or to put a product in front of me and say, dude, you got to see this, I can guarantee you I've already seen it. And if you want to hear about it and learn about it, I will tell you all about it, and you're not going to like me after I tell you about it, okay? 99 times out of 100, you're not going to like me after you get my opinion, and I don't do opinions on products. I offer no opinions, I only offer facts and factual information about that product, and usually how much of a piece of junk it is, because of what they shorted on it, or all that stuff. And we're going to get to that on the whole detox thing, okay? So let's start off with diets, okay? One big rule, one big principle here. You cannot starve yourself to health, okay? Let me repeat. You cannot starve yourself to health, okay? You cannot do it. You cannot starve yourself to health. It's an impossibility. Starving yourself does what, okay? What is that? Oh, it's probably going to eventually kill you, because you're depleting yourself of nutrients. And most people are already depleted of nutrients. I'm telling you right now, calories are easy. Calories are so easy to come by. I can walk out here, okay, less than 200 feet away. I can plop down $5 and I can get 2,500 calories like that, okay, from a place with big golden arches, all right? Bam, like that, I can get 2,500 calories. What I can't get are the vital nutrients, micronutrients, which I'm talking about vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, etc., that are not present in that stuff. It's dead food, okay? I'm sure you've seen the experiments where the kid takes the little hamburger and the fries and sets them out for like 5 years and they don't change. They don't mold. Even the bread doesn't mold, okay? You have dead food. It has no value. It has no nutrient. None. It's got nothing. It's got a lot of calories, though. So what happens if you're... And seriously, hear me out on this. Here's why eating healthy does not cost very much. Okay, yeah, you're going to think I'm crazy. Eating healthy does not cost very much. Why? Because you eat less and you get more out of it. You can go get that 2,500 calorie thing over there, okay? I won't even call it food. It's a thing. But there's nothing in it. There's nothing living in it. There's nothing that your body can utilize to rebuild itself efficiently, okay? You're not getting vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, etc. from that thing. And what happens? Well, you eat it and you get hungry again. Why? Because you didn't get these micronutrients that you need, all right? You didn't get any of them. Well, maybe you got a small, tiny portion of them, but out of that 2,500 calories, you got maybe 600 calories worth of nutrients, micronutrients that you needed. So you got to go get more and more and more and and more. Next thing you know, you've eaten 10,000 calories to get maybe 2,000 calories worth of micronutrients that you needed, okay? Now let's take that and you say, oh, I'm going to do a diet now. I'm going to cleanse myself. I'm going to detox myself. I'm going to starve myself to health, essentially, okay? I'm gonna cut down. I'm gonna eat like 1,000 calories a day or 500 calories a day. Well, okay, great, but you're missing the point here. You're still missing all the nutrients. You are so starved for nutrients. You're going to cause major, incredible harm to yourself by starving yourself now, because you've already been starving. You've been starving for years, even though you've gotten this big, because you're eating tons and tons of calories, okay? Seriously, I'm telling you, you're not going to like me right now. I don't want you to like me right now. I want you to listen to this and get some sort of emotional response from this and realize there's a lot of, well, dietary idiocy going on. And so there's that. So here's how the whole eating healthy is cheaper thing works, okay? So for that 2,500 calories, if you went out and you got some grass-fed beef and you got some gluten-free bread or some sprouted grain bread and you got some real lettuce and some real mayo and some real mustard made with real mustard seed, okay? Maybe some real ketchup made from real tomatoes instead of corn syrup, okay? You do that. Now you have a hamburger that maybe is 700 calories, but you're getting all the micronutrients there, and you're going to be full for a couple of hours. You're going to be fulfilled. You're going to feel fantastic afterwards, okay? That's why a hamburger can either be a unhealthy, horrible thing that's going to destroy your health, or it can be a very, very, very healthy thing that's going to build your health. It comes down to, I've often asked or said, it's not about what you eat. It's about what you eat was eating. It's about what you ate, okay? Seriously, it's about what you ate. I'm talking about both the meat source and the vegetable source. For the vegetarians out there, realize whatever ground that stuff was grown out of, that's what's going in your body. So if the soil that all your vegetables and fruits and everything else that you're trying to subsist on, we'll talk about that here in a little bit, is not of high quality, well, what are you getting? You're getting a lot of roughage. Great, yay. You're getting a lot of roughage. Good for you. People need more roughage, by the way. But you're not getting the essential micronutrients, which is why there's some major shortcomings with most vegan diets and vegetarian diets, okay? Get into that here in a little bit. Like I said, don't worry. I'm going to hit everybody on this. By the way, drink to your health. So, let's talk about diet. Let's break down this whole diet word right quick. Garfield. I love Garfield. Grew up reading Garfield, okay? Garfield had a whole funny thing about, diet is just die with a T. Well, it's not really just die with a T. It's die with a cross on the end. Why? Because you're going to starve yourself to death, and you're going to need that cross to put on your burial plot. Seriously, you are. It's die with a cross, okay? Because you literally are killing yourself trying to do something. Just you can't beat yourself into health. Okay, you can't beat yourself up into getting healthy. You can't injure your way to health. You can't starve yourself to health either. Okay, you have to feed yourself nutrients, micronutrients specifically. That way you can use all the proteins and fats and carbs. Seriously, hear me out, because I did a whole series on this back last year. You can't use the fats, you can't use the proteins, you can't use the carbs unless you've got the micronutrients to utilize them with. Okay, you just can't. They go to waste. Often they go to your waste, and you get more waste, and more waste, and more waste, and more. Seriously, listen to me here. You get more waste, more waste, more waste. You got to get that waste out at some point. And that's when we start looking at the cleanse, okay? Everybody has this 3-day cleanse or 10-day cleanse or 21-day cleanse or whatever the cleanse thing is. Oh, do it. You're going to feel great. You're going to fast for a couple of days, and you're going to have all this energy and... Well, cleansing, your body cleanses every day, okay? If you give yourself what you need, your body's going to cleanse naturally. That's what it does. That's what your liver does. That's what your colon does. That's why you have this whole digestive system. That's why you have a lymphatic system. That's why you have cellular respiration. Get nutrients in, get waste out, okay? And that takes what? The proper micronutrients to do so, okay? So if you fast and you cleanse and you got this whole cleansing products, it's going to make you go poo all day long, every day, for the next week, well, yeah, you're going to lose some weight. You're going to lose a lot of water weight. You're going to lose a lot of essential nutrients. You're probably going to lose some bone mass. You're going to lose some muscle mass. You're going to lose all kinds of stuff. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're losing everything. Why? Because you're not putting the stuff in that you need. So hear me on this. Before you go do this wild cleanse, however long it is, have some sanity for a little bit, okay? Train insane. How about eat insane, okay? Eat insane, okay? Don't eat insane. Don't eat with insanity. Be sane about what you're doing, all right? So here's what you do. You start eating healthier. Oh my gosh, what a revelation. Eat a little healthier every day, okay? You don't have to do like, you're not going to get up on stage. Don't do the bodybuilder diet. Don't eat chicken and rice all day long every day. Seriously, you're going to harm yourself if you do. You need everything, a whole plethora. Have a salad every once in a while, okay? Have some greens. Mix it up. Have some fun. Use spices, people. Please use a lot of spices. But eat healthy. Go take a cooking class. Go to Whole Foods. Go to Central Market. Go to some place that does cooking classes and have some fun learning how to cook. You'll enjoy your food a lot more. Because food is there to be enjoyed, okay? You're not supposed to, kill yourself, eating yourself to death, okay? Or starving yourself to death, either way. Learn to enjoy your food. Become a real foodie, okay? And by a real foodie, I mean whenever you eat something you really highly enjoy because it's high quality, fantastic food, and you're going to eat less of it. So you're gonna have really good food. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna eat less. How awesome would that be? I know how awesome it is. I do it all the time. It works, if you didn't know. For 20-some odd years, it's been working. But yeah, be careful with this stuff because I can guarantee whoever's getting you on this whole dietary thing, well, one, how long have they been doing it? What experience do they have doing this? How many people have they taken through this cleanse thing, okay? Or this diet thing that they're doing? Oh, you got to do this keto diet. Yeah, I'm going to hit the keto, people. Get ready. I'm coming at you. You got to do it. You're going to lose all this weight. You're just going to feel great. And you're going to have all this energy because you don't need carbs at all. Carbs are the enemy. You just don't need them at all. All you need is fats and protein. That's it. Well, yes, okay. So there was a guy called Atkins, Dr. Atkins. You may remember him. He was pretty big a couple years ago, right? He had the whole Atkins diet, and people just made fun of it because, oh, dude, you're just eating fried foods all day long with that. Well, no, that's not actually the Atkins diet. There are no fried foods in the Atkins diet, by the way. But what do you think all this ketogenic stuff is? It's the Atkins diet all over. It's the same thing, people. It's the same thing, except, oh, wait, they have this whole product. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we need to talk. Yeah, they've got a product they're going to sell you for this thing, okay? And it was a product that was used back in the 90s as well, called HMB, okay? I'm not going to hate on HMB. It does help out, but here's what it does. It keeps your body from eating itself alive. Okay, listen to me here. It keeps your body from eating itself alive, okay? It keeps your body from becoming a complete and total cannibal. Why? Because you're giving it nothing. You seriously, you're having to use this thing to keep your body from eating itself alive while you're doing this diet for health. Okay? Now, hear me out on this. Ketogenic diets do have their place, all right? If you do want to do some weight loss and you need to change what your body's using for energy, yes, they can be used for a short term. Okay, short term. I'm talking like a week, 2 weeks to get used to this thing and start changing metabolic rate, and then we got to get you out of that because your body's smart. It learns how to get around that, okay? Even with this little product thing they're throwing at you. And I know the keto people are going to be coming after me. Go ahead. Bring it. Like I said, I got 25 years. How much you got? All right. So, and once again, I mean, if you're going to do it right. Use the HMB, okay? There's a whole process here, but you can't live on it. You can't subsist on it, okay? You can't live on bread and water for the rest of your life. You can't live on vegetables for your entire life, okay? We're not in the Garden of Eden anymore, all right? Okay? Garden of Eden's gone. We're not there anymore. That great, awesome little piece of heaven is gone, all right? We're not there. So we have to have other things, all right? Yeah, because I've seen somebody use that whole thing. Well, you're in the Garden of Eden, all they ate was, fruits and vegetables. Dude, that was the Garden of Eden. We're out in the cold, okay? We got booted. We're in like real world now, okay? We are omnivores, okay? Omnivores. If you haven't ever read it, there's a book called The Omnivore's Dilemma. Read it, okay? Fantastic book. And Joe Salatin. Look up Joe Salatin's stuff as well, okay? We were made to eat everything, okay? Blood typing does factor into this. If you're type A, yes, you can do vegan stuff, okay? Better than everybody else. But hear me on this. You better have your micronutrients in check. Because if not, here's what's going to happen at 2 years. All right, you may feel good in the first couple months. You may feel good in the first year, especially if you got all kinds of waste and toxins you got in your system. But 2 years' time, if you haven't been monitoring your levels of folate and B12 and B6 and all the rest of your B vitamins, you're going to have a major crash. You're going to have a major adrenal function crash, and you have major neurological issues. Yes, you will. Okay, the majority of people, especially if you're type O. If you're type, don't even tread on that path. If you're type O. But you need to monitor those things. You have to be very, very smart and wise about how you do it. If you're going to do a vegan diet, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. You better do it wisely. You better have somebody that can actually show you what to eat and the right combinations of foods to take in so you're getting the right amount of nutrients and micronutrients. Otherwise, you're going to have a major, major, major health issue on your hands. Okay? I'm telling you, 2 years. Okay? And it may take 5, 10 years off your life because of something you're trying to do. I express that with exercise, okay? If you're beating yourself up in here, yes, you're beating yourself down. You're taking years off of your life if you beat yourself up in here. You're also taking years off your life if you starve yourself to health, okay? Like I said, you're not going to like me. But fine. But at least listen to this and think about it and contemplate it for a little bit. Because I want to bring some truth to everybody. Look, the artist is gone, the engineer's here, and the engineer is all about, here's what's going on. That's why we got this whole change going on. So this whole series I'm going to do from here on out is going to be a little bit different, all right? Why? Because I want to help you build something. I want to help you build something real for the rest of your life, okay? Hopefully for a very long, fruitful life, okay? It's a big thing. It's a big deal. So, because most people are tearing themselves down every day, every week, they're tearing themselves down with what they're trying to do for health. Okay, and so here, let me give you the good news. Okay, I've been beating everything up. So let's talk about the cleanses from a real standpoint. So your body naturally cleanses itself every day. Okay, it's the whole digestive process. Stuff goes in, waste comes out. Good food goes in, waste goes out, okay? Realize that's how it works. Oh, calorie counting. Save the calorie counting for later. It's patterns. Work on patterns first, okay? The calories will start to take care of themselves if you start working on eating patterns, okay? And making sure that whatever you're taking in is the highest nutrient value of that thing. And calories will start to take care of themselves. Okay, if you want to get specific, we can sit down and we can talk about the whole calorie count thing and how much you should take in because it's different for everybody. Okay, not everybody should be on a 1,000 calorie diet. In fact, most people should not even be on one unless you're like a little bit tiny, or you know how to modulate those things and you're getting the right amount of macronutrients, all that stuff. Seriously, there's a lot that goes into this. It's not a quick, easy thing. Okay, your friend down the street that says, "Oh, I got this cool thing. I just lost like 10 pounds. I'm feeling great." Well, how many times have they lost 10 and gained 20? Okay? Quit losing it. Every time you lose it, it's like losing your keys. You can go find it in your reps and you're going to bring something else back with it, okay? Instead of losing it, forget about it, okay? Forget about the weight. Focus on the process. Focus on the progress. Focus on where you're going, not where you've been or where you're at, okay? Okay? Focus on the future. And remember, it's small stuff, okay? So I'm getting back to the whole cleanse thing here. Sorry, I'm sidetracked. So, whenever you're losing weight, okay, here's some truth and some reality for you, okay? You're looking at that 2 pounds per week, okay? We know the industry standard of losing 2 pounds a week, all right? Or how about this? 1% of your body weight, which is actually much more realistic, okay, for a weekly loss. Why? Because as you lose weight, you're going to lose less weight as you're going. So if you go with the 1% of your body weight strategy, well, now you're not stuck to this whole two pound thing, okay? Because people get way too hung up on the 2 pounds. Which, if you're going to do the 2 pounds, well, here's what you have 2 buckets, okay? You have your 2 pound bucket, and you have your bonus bucket, okay? So say you lose 3 pounds. You put 2 in the 2 pound bucket, and you put 1 over here in the bonus bucket. Because eventually you're going to have a week where you're going to lose a pound, and you're going to freak out. Well, don't freak out. Take a pound out of this bonus bucket and pop it in there, okay? Because whenever you start losing weight, you're going to lose a lot of excess water. And which means you're going to end up being dehydrated, and we'll get into, actually, I might talk about hydration next week. So, because everybody's, seriously, I'm talking to you right now, you're dehydrated. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, you are dehydrated, okay? How do I know? Because you probably 90-some-odd% of the people out there are dehydrated. You're probably one of those. So yeah, I think we'll hit that next week. So yeah, focus on, if you do the 2 pounds thing, do the 2 buckets. Otherwise, 1% of your body weight. Focus on that for a weekly thing, because this way you have less to lose every time, and you're going to lose less every time, because it's not a, weight loss is like, it's like a reverse, Tom, water actually does not help out with hydration. I'm going to talk about hydration next time. There's a lot more to it than just water, all right? Water is just the simple base, but water in and of itself doesn't do anything. It honestly doesn't. I mean, it does, but yeah, well, next week. Come back next week for that. But yeah, don't stress out about it. Okay? It's like a reverse stock market, okay? The stock market never goes straight up, other than like this year, which has been awesome, right? How about that stock market? So, you know, the stock market like does this, okay? It's down and up and down and up, and you're going for an upward trajectory. Same thing with weight loss, okay? It's not just straight down. It's, you know, you got this whole thing. You're looking for trends. You're looking for downward trends. Do it for a year, okay? Seriously, not just a year, 13 months, okay? Your first goal is 13 months, all right? I know you can do the whole 6-week, 12-week, 18-week thing. Yes, that helps out with some, but your first real goal, okay, your first real goal, 13 months. Seriously, set it out there for 13 months. This way you're not doing the yearly thing, okay, right? 13 months is your first real big goal, okay? Everything before that you do in 6-week chunks, okay? So segment it out, segment that 13 weeks out into 6-week, or 13-month segment into 6-week chunks, okay, and go from that standpoint, all right? Because you won't really start seeing a big thing until 3-4 weeks. You'll start really seeing a shift and a difference. Nobody else is going to see anything for like 8 weeks, okay? So if people aren't commenting or anything, don't worry, they will eventually. You'll see it first, and then they'll start seeing it, unless you do something major like this, right? How do you lose 15 years in 15 minutes? You shave it off. The trainers are funny. That's a big piece of this. So let's talk about the cleanses, okay? So cleanses in and of themselves can be good. They can be beneficial. They can be very helpful, okay? They honestly can, but your body has to be ready for them, okay? You can't go into a cleanse and be completely devoid of nutrients. You can't have been starving yourself, even though you've been eating, 5,000, 6,000, 8,000 calories a day. But from a micronutrient standpoint, you need to start getting those things back in first. You need to build up some reserves, okay? I talked about last week, Henry Cavill getting ready for Superman. What did he do? He had to rest for like 2 months before doing this. He had to get 12 hours of rest and sleep every day just to get ready for the training, okay? So before you do a cleanse, you need to get your body ready. You have to start getting nutrients in your, micronutrients you need. You need to get them in your system. You start building up your reserves. Because whenever you do a fast, guess what happens during a fast? Nothing happens during a fast. Seriously, I know it's oxymoronic. Nothing happens during a fast. Your job during a fast is to do nothing. Your job is to sit around and do absolutely zero, because you're trying to de-stress your entire system. So if you're doing a fast, okay, like one of these 3-day fasts, or however long, you're not eating anything, and you're just living on some little liquid concoction, You're supposed to do nothing. You're not supposed to go to work. You're not supposed to work out. You're not supposed to overstress yourself while you're doing this, because you're causing yourself major harm. Your cortisol levels are going through the roof. So yeah, you might lose a little weight, but whenever you get done, what's going to happen? You're going to have this huge rebound at some point, and you're going to have major adrenal dysfunction, okay? And whenever that hits you, you're going to wonder why you're sluggish and you can't sleep and you can't work out and you're getting sick all the time, and et cetera, et cetera. You can't, all these things are happening, you can't explain it. It's because you've taxed your adrenals so much. They can't function, which means you can't function, okay? Seriously, I've expressed this to a lot of people, and apparently they don't believe me for some reason. Listen to me, people. This is what I do, okay? I can save you a lot of frustration and major health issues later on, okay? So whenever you do a fast, your job during that fast is to do nothing, okay? And if you're going to do the whole 12-hour fast, well, here's a little secret, okay? Because no, intermittent fasting is the thing right now. There's some great books on it and how to do it right. None of y'all are reading them. But if you're going to do 12-hour fast, here's what you do. You eat at 8 p.m., okay, last meal, and then you don't eat again until 8 a.m. What did you do? Oh my gosh, you had a 12-hour fast. Wow, like that, magic, right? Oh, you want to do a 16-hour fast? Okay, well, eat at 8 p.m. and don't eat again until 12. Now, you're probably getting a little bit hungry in the morning, and I don't suggest it if you're like me and you've got a very fast metabolism. It's going to mess your world up. If you have a very slow metabolism, it's probably also going to mess your world up if you're not ready for it. Once again, get the micronutrients in. Start getting hydrated. Start doing healthy things for yourself first before you engage in that. Same thing for the cleanses, okay? Cleanses are trying to take everything out. Well, if you've got nothing in you other than toxins, and you take these toxins, you try to suck them out in a very rapid amount, well, here's what's going to happen oftentimes, okay? You're going to start having some liver dysfunction. You're going to have some kidney dysfunction. You're probably going to have something that nobody ever wants to have. You're going to start having some kidney stones. You might even have some gallstones, okay? If you've never passed one of those, you don't ever want to. I have, luckily, haven't ever had to, okay? I hear it's quite painful. But because you got nothing but toxins built up, and you have this huge influx of toxins coming out, your body doesn't know how to handle them. All it's been doing for years is storing them in all your fat. That's right, your fat cells are storage for toxins, okay? So you have this huge amount of toxic waste, toxic sludge that's going through your system that has no way possible to deal with it. So now you're starving yourself, you're overstressing yourself, and you're putting high toxic load on yourself, which is why at times people that do these end up getting cancers or other certain things because, well, they've now exposed themselves to major amounts of toxic waste without ever having anything to shield them from it, okay? Their body has no way to combat this, all right? So once again, get your body prepared and ready for it, okay? Start getting healthy, and then maybe at 6 months, do a cleanse, or maybe at a year, do one of these cleanse things, but not for very long. Do a short one, work out, okay? Do longer ones. So I will say, so let me do something right quick on the cleanses. So there's one company that does have a 21-day cleanse. You've probably seen it at your chiropractor's office, okay? Very good company. They do provide some very good products. I'm not going to name them on here. Why? Well, they're not paying me, right? But you've probably seen or heard about it. And now I'll give their name. It's Standard Process, okay? So they have a 21-day cleanse. But here's the thing. They have everything put together for you for this cleanse to make sure that your body has the right nutrients to be able to cleanse itself and not get destroyed in the process, okay? And it's very well thought out, very well thought out program. But once again, your body has to be ready for it, okay? You have to be ready for it mentally and emotionally as well, because there's a huge mental and emotional component to doing a cleanse, all right? And doing the fasting, you have to get yourself set up, okay? Go take a 2-week vacation and do it, okay? Don't do it while you're at work, okay? Don't beat yourself up, and don't make the rest of the people around you miserable, because you're going to feel horrible for a while, okay? Some people do. Some people, yeah, I know, they get energy, but for the most part, you're probably going to feel not so good for a little bit, okay? Especially if you've got major stuff coming out. And there will be major stuff coming out, including mental, emotional stuff that you probably haven't dealt with in a long time, okay? And in fact, I've heard from several people that do these. The more they do them, every time they do it, it's like peeling back layers of an onion. You'll start having emotional responses you didn't even know were there, okay, to certain things. So just bear in mind some reality with that, okay? And same thing with the diets, okay? I'm just going to lay this out there for a base thing. Eat insane. Be sane with whatever you're going to do. Don't do this insane, wild thing. Actually, one of my clients is about to come in. Don't be stupid when you eat. That's coming from her, not from me. Don't be stupid when you eat, okay? So seriously, okay? Be wise with it, okay? You're going to be around for 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years, okay? Don't compromise that for a weekend of what if, all right? Or a week of what if, or, oh, this sounds really cool, all right? Be sane with it, okay? You have time. I said this on the last one. You've got time, okay? Don't rush into it. Take some time, study, figure something out about the person that's trying to sell this thing to you, okay? Maybe they're just trying to make a buck off of you. Just saying, okay? One thing that will definitely get cleansed is your bank account, all right? Yeah, right? So everybody's just, I've got stuff to sell, but, within reason, okay? Everything's done for each person individually with everything I do. Why? Because I want to be sane with it. I'm an engineer, or health engineer anyway. So be sane with your health. Be sane with your diet. Eat insane, okay? Don't be stupid when you eat. Oh gosh, she's gonna beat me up when she sees me for that. It's not me saying, all right. So there's that. If I can leave you with anything, there's that. Okay, be sane with your eating. Focus on the long term. Focus on 13 months of improvement. Change sucks. Don't go for change. Change is anything. Okay, improvement is the goal. You want to improve, okay? You want to be better tomorrow than you were today. And you can't do that by starving yourself. You just cannot, okay? You can't do it by beating yourself up, okay? So the last one I said, you got to love you some you. Would you starve somebody that you loved? No, you would feed them the best things possible, okay? If you have a pet, okay, you got a puppy, you got a cat, you got a bird, you got a fish, what are you doing? You're going out, you're getting them some Blue Buffalo, you're getting the best foods possible ever for your pets. Why? Because you love them so much, you want them to be around forever. Do that for you. Okay? Do that for you. That's the main thing. However great you treat your pet, do that for you as well. Okay? Because you should be around for a long time for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones. They want you to be around for a long time, okay? Your aunt wants you to be around. That's why every time you show up, she's trying to feed you, all right? You are looking so skinny. Here, eat something. So treat yourself like you treat your pet, okay? You are your own pet, okay? You pat yourself on the head. Tell yourself how much you love you, okay? So love you some you. Feed yourself the best things possible, okay? Be sane with it. Be sane with your diet. Don't do insane, crazy things unless there's a reason to do it. There's a methodology for doing it, and the person that's doing it has been doing it for a long time and knows how to do it well, okay? They know how to do it well. They know how to do it with you, and they can actually probably say, you know what? This diet's probably not for you. You shouldn't be doing this. I know I sell this, but you're probably not going to be right for you, right? At least not right now. Because you've got other things that need to be taken care of and addressed before we even venture into this thing. All right? Seriously, is that person doing that, or are they just throwing at you? You gotta do it. You have to do it. You must do it. You gotta do it. Yeah. If you don't do it, you're crazy. You're probably crazy if you do it, right? So there's that. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back next week. Next week, yes, we're going to talk about hydration next week. We're going to talk about hydration because, well, we need to. It's getting warm again, right? And I know most everybody out there is majorly dehydrated. So hope you enjoyed the show today. Once again, every Sunday, 1 o'clock, right here on Facebook. Save Your Health Sunday. Go to church to save your soul, and come here to save your health, okay? I'm Clint Fuqua, the health engineer, and, well, get ready. The era of the engineer is here. Oh, shit.